So, one of the moments of my childhood that I remember quite vividly and that I like to remember is reading Gianni Rodari. This is how we pronounce his name in Russian. And I remember this one story about a boy traveling to either to the moon or to Mars. I'm not exactly sure. And the story is all a blur to me because it's been so long since I read it. I read it when I was maybe 8 or 9, and but I do remember the story pretty vividly. So they had communism on this other planet or the moon, and the boy couldn't understand what was happening because he was an Italian boy who was used to capitalism and he was used to paying for everything. The fact that everything was free for the people to use, and the fact that nobody used excessively because there was no need to hoard material possessions because everyone had enough. I remember my own bewilderment as I was reading this book, and I thought, oh wow, imagine if you could go to the store and everything is free and you can get what you want. And there was this moment, this few scenes, where the boy just went into all the stores and got all the toys and all the goods and hoarded them all in his dwelling. And then after some time, he was like, well, I don't need all this stuff. And it slowly started dawning on him that this is why nobody was hoarding, because everybody had access to everything they needed at all times. And obviously, it is a children's book, so it didn't go into all the nuance of how communism is built. But they had automation and robots did everything, so the production process was really precise and well established. But I do remember how I, together with this little character, felt this great sense of this is how it's supposed to be. We, the people, should create whatever it is we need and we should use it. And that should be the end of the story. We shouldn't have to suffer to get things. We shouldn't have to suffer to survive because all of us together can work towards common prosperity. So, so remembering this childhood story really shows me how appropriate education can really do a lot. And this was communist propaganda. You know, Gianni Rodari came to the USSR and he was a communist himself. I think he might have gotten in trouble because of that back home in Italy. And I don't know much about Gianni Rodari's biography, and I am interested in learning more, so maybe I'll make a dedicated video about him. But I think it's so important for the children to read and explore and see the world from a different lens. And he's written a lot of other children's stories. One of the most famous ones is Cipollina, which was everyone's favorite back in Soviet Union. And I enjoyed it greatly myself. But this one little story that I just briefly outlined, unfortunately I don't remember its name, but I might look it up and put it in the description down below. So if it's available to you, please read it because it's really fun.